Good afternoon. Welcome to Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota. Your little afternoon delight, your little cocktail party of religious conversation that's not quite right here on the Not Quite Right Radio Network. Over at DougPagittRadio.com, if you want to follow along, online, if you want to see your friendly radio personalities, you can do that on the website. You can do that on the website. You can do that on the Facebook page. And joined, as always, when we're here in the studio by the sidekick, John Music.
Hello.
Guy number one. Guy number two, Will, our only professional, the only one percenter we have around here.
Making all that extra noise back here.
Our guy making noise. And then there was a third guy. Third guy on the radio show. There's Will, the audio guy. And then John, the sidekick. And then...
I can't. The third. Sorry. Oops.
That's our little Rick Perry tribute. Couldn't remember the third guy, and it was me.
Yeah.
Rick Perry, who either doesn't know anything or is permanently stoned. It's hard to know. That poor guy, I mean, everyone has that moment where your brain freezes, but normally not for a minute or two.
No.
I mean, that's a full reboot. That's
Right.
That's not a freeze.
No.
That is the Arctic that is set in.
Yeah,
That's
the blue screen of death.
Yeah, that's just he never actually knew what the third branch of, or the third department of the federal government that he was going to eliminate, which would be good news for that third branch. They'd be like, just stay quiet, just don't anyone move.
Department of Energy's like, boy, we dodged that bullet.
He won't know it's us. That's a little political humor. We also talk religion. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of religion. Rabbi Joseph Edelheit, the rebel rabbi, is going to be with us.
Yes.
Jana Reese, who has flunked sainthood. Mm-hmm. So a rebel rabbi and a sainthood flunky. Jana has written a book called Flunking Sainthood. She took a year to try to follow along in some spiritual practices and writes a memoir about how it's not as easy as you might think. And we're also going to be joined by some folks who are doing some good work over in Minneapolis and also around the world, trying to support an effort called Freedom Firm, trying to help women and children be freed from the effects of sex slavery around the world. And in fact, that's going on over in Minneapolis. So folks, listen, if you're in your car right now and you're listening to AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota, and you're anywhere near South Minneapolis, here's what you should do. Head to Blaisdell and 46th Avenue. Or 46th Street, Blaisdell Avenue and 46th Street. Just west of 35W on 46th Street, there is an artisan craft fair going on. The finest in artisan crafts from around the world is happening at that location. And proceeds from that craft fair are going to go to support the recipient of today's Right On, which is going to be the Freedom Firm. So fantastic. In fact, we have Carol on the line. Carol has helped to organize this. Carol is over there at the corner of 46th Street and Blaisdell Avenue. That's just west of 35, in the basement of the Solomon's Porch building. Carol, what's going on over there at the Artisan Craft Fair?
We have got amazing crafts over here, and we have crafts from around the world.
Paint the scene for us.
Yummy baked goods.
Really? So not only can someone pick up some of the finest and handcrafted craftery,
right,
but they can pick up some baked goods.
They can pick up brownies. They got cupcakes. We got somebody that makes mini pies that you put in your freezer and you cook them for $3.75, and you got a frozen pie all cooked. But we also have necklaces from Freedom Firm, who you mentioned. They rescue minor girls from sex slavery in India. We have handcrafts from Haiti and Pakistan and knitters from Nepal. We have lots of local artists selling beautiful. I'm looking at some just framed bird and feather, really neat stuff. Really, this is where to do your Christmas shopping.
Top quality crafts. In fact,
top quality.
In fact, the folks who are in that
jewelry.
basement
Jewelry. We got jewelry.
They are
beautiful.
They are more crafty than all the other animals Lord God has made. That's a little Genesis joke for just for the couple of religious people that happen to listen. A craft fair going on over there. You're gonna want to pick these up. Some people have holidays to buy for. They have birthdays or just their very own collection of jewelry and pottery and all the rest of it.
Yep.
And some baked goods, including the Rick Perry brownie. that you'd want to pick up
it's
over
right
there.
over here. I think Colette made those.
I think Colette made the Rick
Carol,
Perry.
save one for me.
Yeah, made the Rick Perry memory brownies that you can pick up over there.
Sorry.
Oops. Hey, Carol, when folks come in, folks, if you go over and you find Carol, you go to the craft fair, you find Carol, and you tell her that you heard about it on Doug Pagitt Radio, she's going to give you a free book. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go over there. Carol, you know where the books are. Give them anything they want.
All right, I will do that.
Give
and
them what
they can
they
find
want.
me because I am wearing this beautiful sweater that I got from Linda Bachman last year at the craft fair.
And the craft fair is running.
Red and shiny.
It has just started at high noon and runs till 8 p.m. tonight. So grab the old ladies, gather up the kids, do what you have to do to get them over there. There's a craft fair revival breaking out on 46th Street and Blaisdell Avenue. Now, that's just west of Nicollet.
And wait, I remember one other thing. Music and massages from 2 to 4.
Music and massage.
Wow.
From 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
I'm saying.
Folks, I'm telling you, you could spend the afternoon over there. There's great eateries in the area. Stop by, pick up a little something to eat. Stop in at the craft fair, 46th and Blaisdell Avenue, just west of Nicollet, which is just west of 35W in South Minneapolis. And all proceeds go to the Freedom Firm, rescuing women and children out of the sex slavery industry around the world.
15% of sales, not all.
Oh, 15% of sales.
Some goes to the artists.
Fantastic.
They made the stuff.
Artists are taken care of over there, 46th and Blaisdell. Head over there. Carol, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Doug.
Hey, folks, if you're a regular listener here, you know that that the Sidekick has his own brand of insight and humor. And we are proud to present to you today a new segment here on the radio program, Sidekick Status Updates. John, tell us what we're going to hear.
We're just going to hear just a variety of statuses that I posted on Facebook here in the past couple of weeks.
So John has this ability to sort of say things in his own statusy way.
Oh, thanks, Doug.
And we want to share some of these with you. So if you don't know the Facebook world, if you don't know how status updates, this should inspire you to head over to Facebook.com, start your own statusing updating. Here we go. Right. John Music, the Sidekick, status updates.
All right, hit it, Will. There needs to be a third option because getting older or dying aren't working for me.
Sidekick status updates.
A lot of my friends on Facebook look like they ate the people I went to high school with.
Facebook status updates by the Sidekick.
People who say supposedly instead of supposedly are just letting you know you never have to listen to anything they ever say again. I'll defend puppies and kittens with my life, but if your kid's being a jerk, I might knock him over when you're not looking. Googling your symptoms when you don't feel well is the most efficient way to convince yourself that you're dying.
Status updates by the Sidekick.
Wearing Crocs is the most efficient way to announce to the world that you don't care if you ever have sex again. Every time I almost think humanity will be okay, I see someone struggle with the self-checkout for 20 minutes. If you get a tattoo on your face, you can pretty much guarantee that you are no longer anyone's emergency contact.
Status updates by the Sidekick.
I'm not one just to sit here and complain. I usually include wine and occasionally get up to pee. Did you know that Percocet is French for all better? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me more than twice, I probably just really like how you look naked. The worst thing about being high in public is that you think everyone can tell. And by high, I mean not wearing any underwear.
Sidekick status updates.
Don't throw kicks if you live in a round house. Think about that for a second. Violence is not the answer. Unless you have a lightsaber, then bring it. Is it just me, or does Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street look like a big pile of weed? Bill?
How would I know?
Men, take my word for it. Never compliment a woman on her mustache, no matter how magnificent it is.
Sidekick status updates.
Put Red Bull in your coffee pot and you can see noises. If dollar bills fall out of your panties in the morning, you know last night was a darn good time.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
My friend David had his ID stolen yesterday. We just call him Dave now. And the last one.
Facebook status updates from the Sidekick.
If it was winner, winner, lobster dinner, then I would play your silly little games.
John Music, the Sidekick. Hey, you can find these over at Doug Pagitt Radio on Facebook. He'll post them all up there. And if you want to follow John, just head over to the Facebook page for Doug Pagitt Radio and click on other people who also like it, and you'll find John Music that way.
That's a good way to...
Hey, we're going to be joined by natural health coach Shelley Pagitt, who we have not seen around on the radio program in quite some time.
Yeah, you're letting her out.
So we've got Shelley Pagitt, we've got the rabbi, and then we've got...
Well,
dang, who was it again?
I can't. The third. Sorry. Oops,
I can't remember. There's somebody else is with us.
Yes.
Oh, Jana Reese.
Right, that's
Jana Reese. Mm-hmm. So stick around because Shelley Pagitt, natural health coach, is bringing back Shelley Tips.
Yes.
Natural health coach tips of the week. And you put all these in a little tip jar, and then you get a little tip jar at the end. And then we have the rabbi after that, and that has nothing to do with circumcision humor. And then we have the rabbi, and then we have the rebel rabbi, and then all the usual things. The cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me. And then, I'm telling you, stick around. You're going to want to hear about the write-on that goes out to Freedom Firm. Absolutely doing good work all around the world. So stick around. Shelley Pagitt, the rabbi, and then...
I can't. The third. Sorry. Oops.
Are you looking to sell a home? Then contact Edina